Yeah, my wish for this week is that I learn. My wish is that I step in the versus energies which exist anywhere, so that I can learn how to step in and step out without like fitting the right word? Fitting this bad energies in the other persons after or during, or I don't know, that such things not happen to me, like that what was happened twice now this week. And I think that this energy and my blank mind probably has something to do with this. And yeah, that is what I wish for this week, that I become so flexible in my energy that such people are no problem for me.
Be careful what you ask for, because you may receive it. Like one lady wanted a drum that would be just great for her, great as an exorcist, like it would wake up all negative things and dissolve them.
Naprimer, neka ženska si je nekoč želela imeti boben, ki bi lahko vse, ki bi deloval kot neke vrste, ki bi vse negativne stvari prijel in jih razblinil.
So each night after a trances or timeline workshop, we had a journey to the spirit of the drum they were making.
In potem v konec vsakega dneva, konec seminarja, smo imeli popotovanje k duši tega bobna, ki je bil ustvarjen.
And of course the drum spirit took our mind to pieces and chopped apart everything unnecessary the first night's dream.
In kajti, ker je ta duša tega bobna vzela njen na koščke in ven izrezala vse, kar je nepotrebno.
How could you do that?
In potem to že v prvih sanjah, prvič je bilo potem odziv na to, kako lahko to naredi?
That's exactly what she asked for.
No, mislim, to je točno to, kar si želela.
She wants it to work through all minds. Well, she has one.
Želela je, da bi delala na vseh umih, no tudi ona ga ima.
I mean, it was good, but it was a little shock.
No, bilo je dobro, bil je malo šok.
Can it be more shocking than what I have experienced?
Je lahko bo to bolj šokantno, kot to, kar si želim izkušati?
Well, I didn't say a waking shock is a problem.
No, nisem rekel, da je šok prebojenja problem.
Yeah, so... well, what people call a shock can be very interesting.
No, to, kaj ljudje imenujejo kot šok, je lahko zelo zanimivo.
Like when Colwyn did an NLP practitioner course in Sydney with James.
Ko je Colwyn delal NLP seminar v Sydneyju z Ted Jamesom.
And I arrived as an assistant.
Sem tja prispel kot asistent.
And the two people working with Colwyn were just shaking.
In tista dva, ki sta delali s Colwynom, sta se preprosto tresla.
It's not possible.
Ni mogoče.
Their only job was to ask him how he purchased something and write down the steps that occurred in his mind.
Edina naloga je bila, da ste ga vprašali nekaj, kako je nekaj nakupil in zraven napisali na kos papirja korake v njegovi glavi.
With totally no interpretation whatsoever.
Brez kakršnekoli interpretacije.
Only I talked to myself. I made a picture. I looked at the object.
Samo v kontekstu govoril sem sam s sabo, naredil sem si sliko, pogledal sem objekt.
Totally nothing of that. I visualized my checkbook.
Popolnoma nič takega. Tudi, na primer, vizualiziral sem si svojo čekovno knjižico.
And then I felt warm.
In potem sem občutil toplino.
Absolutely nothing more complex than that goes on the paper.
Absolutno nič bolj kompleksnega, kot je to, ne sme iti na papir.
I had nothing on the paper.
Da niste imeli ničesar na papirju.
And I said, well, it's impossible. I said, there's nothing on the paper. It could be impossible. It's blank.
Malo se stresla, jaz pa sem gledal, mislim, kako je lahko nemogoče, saj ni nič na papirju, to je pač prazno, ne pa nemogoče.
And, yeah, so I him, well, what happened last time you purchased something, Colwyn?
To sem vprašal, kaj se je zgodilo nazadnje, ko si nekaj kupil, Colwyn?
Well, I was walking along the street and I felt a shirt.
No, hodil sem po ulici in videl srajco.
In začutil
In začutil srajco.
I said, that's impossible. Nobody feels shirts. You can't walk along the street and feel a shirt.
Rekel sem, to je nemogoče, se ne moreš hoditi po ulici in začutiti srajce.
The exercise had nothing to do with what is believed possible or impossible, but what's the steps he says are impossible.
Vaj ni imela nobene veze s tem, kaj smatramo možno ali nezmožno, in da samo kakšni so koraki v njegovi glavi.
So I felt the product, like I felt the thing that I
Čutil sem
purchased.
produkt, čutil sem to stvar, ki sem jo kupil.
That's all.
To je to.
And they just out of their brain.
In oni pa so bili popolnoma ven svoje glave.
So I said, look into his eyes and promise not to move for a whole 5 seconds.
In sem rekel, no, pogledajte ga v oči in obljubite, da se ne boste premaknili v naslednjih 5 sekundah.
And Colwyn, have you ever purchased anything that you didn't feel before you saw it? Never.
No, Colwyn, si ga kupil kaj, kar nisi občutil, preden si kupil? Ne, nikoli.
Then these guys were really, really shocked.
In potem so bili ti ljudje zelo šokirani.
They still couldn't believe it's possible, but they actually finally believed that he believed that.
Še vedno sicer niso mogli verjeti, da je to možno, vendar so dokončno začeli verjeti, da on to verjame.
They were shaking because they finally understood somebody else's mind was working differently than theirs.
Kajti končno so ugotovili, da nekega drugega človeka deluje drugače od njun.
To humans, that can be a big shock.
Za ljudi je to lahko velik šok.
I mean, when Colwyn purchased a house,
Naprimer, ko je Colwyn kupil hišo,
he first felt it,
jo je najprej občutil.
and they said, we want $190,000.
In potem si rekel, zadeli smo $190,000.
He said, that's very interesting, and the price I want to pay is $132,000.
In to je zelo zanimivo in cena, ki jo hočem plačati, je 132,000.
And I said, yes. He gets everything at a better quality, better price than anybody I know.
In rekel sem si, ja, on dobi katerokoli stvar boljše kvalitete, po boljši ceni, kot koli drugi, ki ga poznam.
Yeah, and he doesn't buy the way somebody else buys.
In ne kupuje na isti način, kot kupujejo drugi.
If it's not broken, you don't fix it.
Če ni problemno, tega ne popravimo.
He's satisfied with what he buys, so you don't fix how he buys it.
On je zadovoljen s tem, kar kupim, in zato tega ne popravljamo.
Yeah, so after the exercise, the instructor said, anything interesting? And the other, oh man, it's this Colwyn, like it's shocking.
In potem ob koncu vaje inštruktor vprašal, no, je bilo kaj zanimivega, in da ste se stresli, kako je ta Colwyn, da to je prav šokantno.
So the instructor called Colwyn on stage, and tell me what happened last time you purchased something.
In potem inštruktor poklical Colwyna na oder in vprašal, no, povej mi, kaj se je zgodilo nazadnje, ko si nekaj nakupil?
Oh, I was walking along the street and I felt a shirt.
In reče, ja, no, hodil sem po ulici in občutil srajco.
The instructor said, oh, interesting, a man who buys things just like I do. I never buy any, I never even look at it till I feel it first.
Inštruktor rekel, no, kako zanimivo, človek, ki kupuje na isti način kot jaz. Jaz nikoli ničesar niti ne pogledam, dokler tega najprej ne občutim.
So what these guys were so shocked at was quite ordinary for others in their life, but they'd never been able to hear it. It was just totally censored.
Tako da stvar, zaradi katerih sta bila ta dva tako šokirana, je bila za nekatere druge ljudi pa nekaj popolnoma normalnega.
Yeah, human body comes free with free censorship.
Namreč človeško telo pride zastonj z prostimi čutili.
No extra charge, intelligent thinking is effectively blocked. It's just doesn't cost you anything.
Brez kakršnega koli dodatnega stroška, inteligentno razmišljanje vas ne stane ničesar.
Doesn't cost you anything except pleasure, intelligence.
Ničesar vas stane razen užitka, inteligence, viška.
So any remaining censors should go on eternal holidays.
Tako da katerikoli preostala čustva, čutila, bi šla lahko na večne počitnice.
So let's solve this situation here.
Tako da dajmo rešiti to situacijo tu.
So Christine, who would you like to work with you? Not you as a therapist, who would you like